If you are currently training harder than everyone else, but your physique hasn't changed in months, you are likely neglecting the 5 biological switches that determine whether your body builds muscle or simply burns out. Most people think that more hours in the gym equals more growth, but the truth is that your muscles don't grow while you lift. They grow during the 23 hours a day when you are not in the gym. Today, we are diving deep into the 5 specific habits that will immediately flip your anabolic switch and force your body to prioritize muscle synthesis over everything else. Before we break down these life-changing habits, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button, as this is genuinely what helps this channel the most and allows me to keep bringing you science-backed truth. I'm not here to sell you an expensive coaching program, a secret supplement stack, or a PDF guide. My only goal is to give you the tools you need to succeed for free. Stick around until the very end, because the 5th habit is a psychological shift that determines whether you will actually keep your gains for the next 10 years or lose them by next month. The first habit we need to address is the hydration-hypertrophy connection, which is far more than just drinking water when you feel thirsty. Your muscle tissue is roughly 75% water, and even a 2% drop in cellular hydration can lead to a significant decrease in strength and a total halt in protein synthesis. When your muscle cells are fully hydrated, they expand, which signals to the body that it is in a state of abundance and is safe to build new tissue. If you are dehydrated, your body enters a survival mode where it prioritizes vital organ function over expensive muscle growth, effectively locking you out of your gains. The immediate fix is to start your day with 500 milliliters of water and a pinch of high-quality sea salt to ensure that the water actually enters the cells instead of just passing through you. The second habit involves a radical shift in how you view failure within your training sets. Most lifters stop their sets when it starts to burn, but the actual muscle-building signals are sent during the final 2 to 3 reps of a set, where your bar speed involuntarily slows down. This is known as mechanical tension. And if you aren't reaching this point of effective reps, you are essentially just doing a very intense warm-up. To immediately boost growth, you must adopt the habit of tracking your RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, ensuring that every working set is at least an 8 or 9 out of 10. However, the habit part is learning the difference between technical failure and absolute failure. You must push to the limit of your form, but never beyond it. By consistently hitting these effective reps, you trigger a cascade of local growth factors that tell your DNA to start constructing more myofibrils. If you aren't recording your lifts and striving to beat last week's numbers by even a single rep, you are leaving 50% of your potential on the gym floor. The third habit is the pre-sleep protein ritual, which bridges the gap during your longest daily fasting period. When you go to sleep, your body enters a state of repair. But if there are no amino acids circulating in your bloodstream, it will eventually turn to its own muscle tissue to find them. By consuming a slow-digesting protein like casein or a whole food equivalent like cottage cheese right before bed, you provide a slow drip of amino acids throughout the night. Research consistently shows that pre-sleep protein ingestion significantly increases the overnight muscle protein synthesis rate. This habit ensures that your recovery window isn't just a few hours after your workout, but a continuous 24-hour cycle of growth. It is a simple change that requires no extra time in the gym, yet it can be the difference between waking up slightly more catabolic or slightly more anabolic. The fourth habit is the micro-periodization of rest, which is the most ignored variable in modern fitness culture. In a world that celebrates no days off, the smartest athletes are the ones who have perfected the art of the deload. Every 6 to 8 weeks, your central nervous system and your connective tissues reach a point of systemic fatigue that cannot be fixed by a single night of sleep. The habit of scheduled deloading, reducing your volume and intensity by 50% for 1 week, allows your body to fully recover and supercompensate. You will often find that after a deload week, you return to the gym and smash personal records that you were stuck on for months. This isn't because you got stronger by doing less, it's because you finally allowed the fatigue to wash away so your true strength could be revealed. Think of your progress like a bow and arrow. The deload is the act of pulling the string back so that you can launch yourself further than ever before. The fifth and final habit is the identity shift, and this is the psychological North Star for elite physiques. You must stop viewing yourself as someone trying to get fit and start viewing yourself as an athlete who manages a biological machine. When you adopt the identity of an athlete, your choices regarding nutrition, sleep, and training become automatic rather than a constant battle of willpower. An athlete doesn't try to get 8 hours of sleep. They prioritize it because they know it is the primary driver of their testosterone and growth hormone production. An athlete doesn't hope to eat enough protein. They track it as a non-negotiable part of their daily performance. This mental shift creates a level of consistency that is impossible to maintain if you are just chasing a temporary beach body. Muscle growth is a slow, grueling process of biological adaptation, and only those who fall in love with the process itself will survive the years of training required for a truly impressive physique. If these 5 habits gave you a new perspective on how to approach your training, please make sure to subscribe. I want to emphasize again that this channel is dedicated to giving you the raw, unfiltered science because I want to see you succeed without being scammed. Your subscription is the biggest support you can give me, as it tells the algorithm that people want honest fitness advice instead of get-rich-quick muscle schemes. I am not trying to sell you supplements or overpriced courses. I just want to help you build the best version of yourself. Apply these 5 habits starting today. Hydrate properly. Chase the effective reps. Fuel your sleep, respect the deload, and claim your identity as an athlete. The results will follow, and I promise you that the version of you 6 months from now will thank you for starting today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.